So, as you guys all know, we are going to be flipping $100 to $2,000. So this video is made specifically for entertainment purposes, and I do not advise anybody to put their money in such amount of risk. $100, in my own opinion, is very, very small to trade, and it's very, very unrealistic. So there is little to no chance that you will actually be able to flip that account to something significant. You just end up blowing the account. So I suggest you get a prop firm or you get a larger capital. Okay, so with all that said, let me go ahead and entertain you guys a little. So as you guys know, if you've been following my free Telegram, which the links are all down below, I don't really trade indices, right? This is the Joe Jones, this is a US30 index. So I want to trade US30 with my strategy and I want to see how effective it is. So I'm just basically testing this particular instrument. So I'm going to trade it exactly like I trade my other Forex pairs. So this is me on the 4-hour time frame, US30. And I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze this down. So when I'm scrolling all the way back, I'm unable to see anything, right? So that way, when I start replaying the market, I will start looking for areas that I can buy from and sell from. So remember, guys, we are starting with just $100. And me personally, when I'm trading such small capital, I usually over risk it. I usually put it all up. Like if I'm trading $100, if I'm to trade $100 to flip it, we are not really like struggling to grow our capital. We are looking to flip that account ASAP, right? So I'm going to put 50% of my capital on the line on each trade I take until I reach a significant amount of money. That is exactly how we are going to run it. Okay. Okay. So with that said, let me go ahead and play the market. When I see a trading opportunity, then I'll go ahead and trade. So if you're wondering, and maybe you're wondering how I'm trading or why I'm trading the way I'm trading, it's actually my own system that I personally developed. This is a strategy that does not exist anywhere. I created this myself and I've used it to pass multiple funding challenges. So if you wish to check it out, you can check it out, or I have free videos here on YouTube that you can check out, some videos here, but these videos are not detailing explaining everything. So I have a mentorship program that you can as well enroll, and I give you everything from, scratch to the pro level. So I have everything in depth. I have courses, I have Zoom meetings, I have trade signals, I have one-on-ones, I have everything you need. So just use the links down below to get to me. All right, now let's go. You guys are going to see how effective this thing is, okay? So I trade, basically what I trade is support and resistance, but I trade the volume, right? I trade where I see volume. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. So guys, I'm trading on the 4-hour time frame. So just so you know, you don't trade one pair. Like you come on here and say, oh, you're mastering one pair, you want to trade one pair. If you stick to one pair, you end up not taking any trades maybe after like 2 weeks, following my system, right? My system is very, very selective. So I don't just trade any levels. I have very, very specific levels that I'm trading. So I need to see them. So that's why you need to look at a bunch of pairs. I have like 16, 17 pairs on my watch list. So you need to have all of that. So when I'll see an accurate level, I'll show you guys. I've never really traded US30 before, so I'm not really sure it has those kind of moves or the kind of setups that I'm looking for. They're really scarce on this particular instrument, but we want to try it anyways. Okay, guys, I'll sell here. I'm selling here. Okay, so I'm selling here because I see the market rejecting this area with good wicks. I see the wicks there, and the wicks are properly aligned as well. You see that this area has been tested a bunch of times. So I'll highlight that area as my ACP zone. If you don't know what ACP is, ACP stands for area of condensed pricing. So when I see where price is condensed and I see where price is, if you want the details, just check the other videos, guys. This video is strictly just to flip this account. So this is how I manage my trades, right? As I'm in this trade, I would take 1-to-1 first, then I'll break even with the remaining positions. So if my trade moves 1-to-1, I'll take first target, then the remaining trade, I'll move it down to break even, okay? Okay, so you guys can see that was a winning trade. Just as I played the market here, 2 candles just went down straight to my target 1 and target 2, right? So we've made how much have we made? I think it should be like $75. So if we put $50 on the trade and we open two positions with $25 each. So we close the first one at 1 to 1, so that's $25. Then the other one at 1 to 2, which is $50 plus $25, so leaving us at a total profit of $75 plus our initial capital $100. So we have $175 starting balance. Okay. So that's how we work. And you can see how quick that trade played out. That's because that was a very, very valid area. Okay. So now I will trade from this area if I see some nice rejections or if price breaks above it, I'll buy. Okay. Okay, now I don't care about this area anymore. You can see that price dropped and still came back all the way up here and retested it, but I don't care about this zone anymore. Let's just look for something fresh. Okay, look at what I was talking about. Price broke above it and it was too fast and it just came back and retested. This is the retest I was talking about, guys. So it tested it and went back up. This would have been another trade for us, but anyways, that's okay. Let's see where the market goes from here. I actually like this area here. It looks kind of nice. I'd like to buy here again. It's not too late. The reason why I'm buying here is because I see these wicks below this area. I see these wicks. In short, let me just push this through. Let me show you guys what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this area here. It's looking really nice. And I see price retesting it as well. So I feel like price should bounce here again. So I'll have my entry around there. And my stop somewhere close. I just want a very tight position on this one. I'm not really sure about this trade, but I still have reasons to take it. So this is like a category C setup for me. So I'm putting half of my account here. I'm putting another $50 on this trade. So let's see how this one goes. Okay, this one just went up and crashed down. I wonder if in real life I would have still been in this position after seeing this push up. But let's just say, okay, since we're back testing, we were still in. All right, we've lost $50. Nice. I told you guys I didn't have a good feeling about this because this was the retest. I like to trade the first retest, which is this one. I don't like the second retest. The second retest is usually a bad one. Anyways, it is what it is. We've lost $50. So now we are down. We are $125 left. Let's go. So you should not ever consider taking your money. Somebody messaged me on Telegram. Somebody messaged me on Telegram asking me, I have $100. How many pips, how many lots, or what lot size do you recommend I use? I told this guy that I would not recommend you trade $100 to begin with. Okay. There's a lot of trading opportunities out there. I know that there's something going on with prop firms at the moment, but that's only with my Forex funds, right? My Forex funds is registered in the US and Canada. And so if you're looking for a prop firm, maybe you should look for something out of these regions, right? Look for something maybe out of there, like maybe Europe or Asia if possible. Like just don't get prop firms that are registered in the US and you might just be okay for the moment. So that does not mean that you should go ahead and trade your personal capital. You can still go ahead and take those risks. It's better to trade someone else's money than trade yours. $100 is just too small and you just be going back and forth and you won't really see any results. So this is a nice area here. While I was talking, I saw this area. You guys might be wondering what tool this is. This is just a gun box that I fixed it like that. It's my tool. I use them for entries. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm satisfied with my stop loss. As you guys can see, let me give you guys a quick explanation here. So this ACP area here was formed when I saw a few candles reject these areas. You can see these candles here. You can see all of this. You can see all of this rejecting. And across this way, you can also see that there was some kind of consolidation here. This is the congestion I'm talking about. This is price being saturated. So I like when price is saturated like that. I'm not saying that it's 100% guaranteed, but I'm just saying that this is a category B setup for me, and I'm going to take it. Okay, if price comes back here, I'm looking for 1 to 2. First position 1 to 1, and the other one 1 to 2. Let's go. Okay, price has gone really down, and boom, we are in, and we are. Come and see, guys. Come and see this. Okay, this was a very, 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 very super, super risky trade, right? So if we were trading this thing live, like I told you guys, right? If I was trading this thing live, this trade that I took a loss on here, I wouldn't have taken it because I wouldn't have even traded this area to begin with. I don't like to risk my accounts. Okay. Now, this is another example here of a very, very lucky trade. If we were trading live as well, we wouldn't have won this trade because in reality, this as close as this market got here, the spread would have one way or the other touched our stop loss. It would have triggered us with the spread or maybe some kind of slippages. You know how these brokers work, right? They just when it's this close, they'll just formulate some kind of slippage there and boom, stop you out of that trade. So But following our back testing here, you guys can see clearly that the market got stopped out all the way down here, not up there. You can see these dotted lines in between this. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. When the trade is running down, you see these dotted lines here, these lines. So this is the tool telling you that this market actually triggered my target. So I actually made it out alive on this trade, guys. That is very, very hilarious. Okay, so we've made our back tested $175 again. So our balance was 125 plus 75. So now we're up $200, guys. Let's go. There's progress. Now on our next trade, we're risking $100. If the price comes back all the way down here, I'm not buying. I don't like this area, guys. Okay, let's go. So that's just how trading is, bro. It's just you just go with the way you feel. Don't try to be it. Don't over try to professionalize or perfect everything you do. Just when your spirit says take this setup and you feel like it meets up with your criteria, you should take it. I think you should take it, if you ask me. So this is another area here that I'd like to look at, even though it's not as strong. So this right here is a category C setup for me. And I think it's an area worth looking at as well. All right, same explanation goes. I like to see price congestion. I like to see when price is condensed. When I see that, I know there's money there. And my stop loss, I'll just keep it here just to be extra safe. Let me just bring my entries down a bit since I have a big stop loss. Then, yeah, 1:2 perfect. Now, let's play price and see what happens. Will it even come back? I'm afraid it'll just drop and go through. Okay, now, this market has gone too far. In reality, like I told you guys, I won't be sitting here again. I'll delete my positions until I evaluate the further movement of price, right? So let me push that away and see what price is doing. I like to trade current price action. I don't like... Oh, nice. Nice. This is my ACP. Now, this is a category A setup for me. Category A setup. That does not mean that category A setups are 100% guaranteed, okay? It's just category A because it's really, really attractive, right? So this is something that I don't even have second thoughts on taking. That's why I call this a category A. That does not mean it cannot fail, but it simply means I don't have second thoughts when making my decisions here. I go for it ASAP. So yeah, this is it. 1:2 here. We're risking $100 on this one. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Beautiful. Now, this is the most amazing trade. So when I tell you guys this is a category A setup, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, look at this. If I have trades like this every day, I'll be the happiest man on earth. Look at this, guys. So this is a 4-hour candle here. You can see that this candle came down with one candle, bam, triggered us in and perfectly went to our take profit without any form of pullback, any form of stress. You know, like if you're a trader, if you're a day trader, you know how this feeling is. Sometimes you're in a trade, it's going back and forth for hours. You have different mood swings. When it's in profit, you're smiling. When it's that's just it. So imagine having this, you just know exactly like, bro, you just live a very free life, right? So we just made how much is that? If we're putting $100 there, then we've made $150, right? Remember, we have $50 here. Sorry, $100 here, right? We'll close 1 to 1 here, $50. Then the other $50 runs through. So that's 150 in total. So 150. So sorry, our initial 200 plus 150 that we've just made. So now our starting balance is at 300. Beautiful. Now, let me tell you guys a quick, let me just tell you guys something here real quick. I'll still buy this area. The price should come back. Right? You should know why. The reason why, if you're my student, I know because I have students, I have private students here. They are watching this video for sure. So for you guys watching, you guys know exactly why I'm trading here again. I've given you guys the rules and the criteria. I've given you guys the rules for re-entering a trade on a specific or a particular position. You guys should know why you're entering there again, right? I told you guys the simple things you should look out for when you want to trade a particular key level twice. So there are rules you need to follow. Now, let's see how this one goes. Let's hope price comes back and let's hope it works out. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was close. Now, this is a perfect example of a category A setup. Look at this. What? When I see this, oh my God. Just missed. It just missed. Okay, now you might be asking, why didn't you just take your trade open at the open? Like, why didn't you put it here? Yeah, I like to minimize my risk. I like to minimize my drawdown. I don't like having a very big red zone. I like to have it small. So this is as small as this one could get, and that's how I put it. So you might be asking, why didn't I just put my entry up here so I can avoid being left out on a trade. You can see that I would have actually made it on this trade. What about this one? I would have had a deeper, I would have had drawdown that isn't really that good. I don't like drawdowns. I don't feel good about them. So yeah, that is why I missed out this trade. So it is what it is. We just delete that and delete our orders. So in real life, I would have had my orders sitting there, of course. So I'll just go ahead and delete them now. And this trade is over with. So this was the second move that I was talking about. And I told you guys I have rules and I knew why I was entering back here. And I have rules and I knew why I will not enter here for some reason. And there's also a reason why I entered back here. All of these things are detailedly explained in the Forex hybrid strategy. Okay, let's go. You see that? I told you guys I'm not interested again. And the second I'm not interested, the market does not work out. I'm a genius. Okay, while I was talking, guys, I missed the trade here. You guys can see. Let me explain here real quick. So let me give you guys this one. When my key level is broken, right? I like to see that one or two I like to see two candles close below my key level, right? So you guys can see this huge enormous candle here. Clearly, when you see this kind of candle, your key level has been broken. So I'd like to see how this one closes. So immediately this one closes, I would immediately take my trade in here. And so this black candle that I see here, this first bearish indecisional candle here, I don't know how to call this one. So when this is that a doji? So when it comes out like this, then I know, okay, two candles have been closed out and it's confirmed that the price might not push again above this zone. And you can see price just drop from there. So if I was selling here while I was talking, because I was talking too much, I would have actually made my money. And I think I should still take this trade because if I was trading live, I'm telling you guys, I'm trying to simulate this thing as closer to reality as possible, right? So if I was trading here, this is the 4-hour time frame. There's no way I would have missed this trade, right? But now since I'm replaying this thing, one candle comes out in like milliseconds. So I'll still take my trade here regardless, because if I'm to compare the results in reality, I would have actually taken this trade. So my stop loss, I'll make sure I keep it above this candle here that broke this key level. You can see this one huge candle here that took out this level. I'd like my stop loss to just be on top of it, perfectly on top of it, right? Like that. Then 1:2. Nice. So that is it. One candle and we are done. Sorry, two candles, black candle and this black one. Nice. And we're out, right? So that is it. We had how much here? $300. And imagine we're putting 150 on that trade. Sorry, we had $350. Okay, now I want to work with round figures here. I don't like to mix up everything. So on this particular trade, we have $100 risking on this trade. So we'll make another 150 on this trade, right? So now our starting balance is at $500. Now let's go. We are getting closer and closer. The larger your account gets, the larger it's easy to flip. You feel me? If I flip this one now, I'm going straight up. So on our next trade, we're going to put $200. Let's go. Price might come back here to bounce, but I'm not taking. US30 is pretty good. I've not really traded this thing before. I actually had when I started this video, you guys saw the ACP areas that I drew there. Those are levels that I was looking at, and they worked out pretty well, but I didn't take any trades on US30. If I did, you guys would have known because I post everything in the public channel. Mostly the pairs I'm looking at, but I don't share my trades, all my trades with the public channel. So if you're there, don't think I trade more than what you guys see there. So what you see there is just what I've decided to share with you. There's a lot going behind the scenes. So only the guys in the private group will know. Okay, so this is another perfect ACP here that I'll draw. Should I say perfect? Yeah. This is category B ACP. Now you might be asking, why is it category B? Yeah. I told you guys, I'm not doing any strategy explaining. I'm not explaining my strategy to anybody here again. I have videos that I've made and you guys are not watching. I've posted videos and posted. I don't get results. I don't get any views. I don't get any comments. So I feel like I've just done this thing free enough and I should start doing my stuff remotely. So that's why I'm just doing these entertainment videos here. Nice. So this is my setup. This is my trade. I have my ACP area. You guys can see it's clear, and I'd like to buy this area when price comes back in here. And you know, guys know the drill. I'll take 1-to-1 and I take the other one. So guys, remember on this trade, we have $200 at risk. Nice. This one worked out Very, very smooth. Very, 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 very smooth. Okay. You guys can see there for yourselves. It went straight up to take profit before coming back down. So we just made how much? If you put $200 on that trade and we take $100 one to one and the other one to two, that means we've made plus $300, right? Nice. So now we are up $800. Our starting balance is at $800. Guys, if this move closes down here and breaks like two candles, I'll sell this area. If it doesn't, then I'm not interested. Okay. Please. Let me just replay. Let me replay. I'm supposed to take this, guys. Uh-huh. Okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about. Let me come in here. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Two candles, you have one, you have the other one, right? So when I confirm this, I know that, okay, my ACP area here has been breached and I'd like to sell this area. So I'm having my trade a little bit deep in the zone, like I told you guys, like so. Then my stop loss, I'd like to keep it like so as well. Because, wait, no. I think this is too big for me. This is too big for me. I'll keep my stop loss like so. And I'm aiming for 1:2. Good. So on this 1:2 trade, I have my first take profit at 1-to-1 there. So if the market triggers this trade, I'm going to close half of my position. Then I'll move the rest to break even, right? We're in there and the market quickly reverses to our stop loss. So on this trade, we lost half of our account, right? So we're putting how much? How much do we have here? 800. So we just lost $400 on this trade. So we are down $400, right? Let's go. So this is an example of a bad trade. You guys can see that this trade actually ran in some profits for like, how many hours is that? That's like close to 12 hours that the trade was running in profit. Then eventually it went up and stopped us out. So this is how, these are the mood swings. This is how trading feels like. You guys can see this is like the first losing trade that we're having. So the win rate is incredibly high. If you're trading like a pro firm account, risking just 1% per trade, you'll be up like a bond. You'll be up like, I don't know. You probably should have passed your first uh, uh um first phase already. The first phase of your challenge with all of these winnings and just one loss. So the reason why this loss is just too huge is because we risk half of our account, guys. Remember? So that's why. If we're risking like constantly 1%, nah, there's no way that loss would have affected us. So if this candle pushes down, I'd like to sell here again. Okay, I think I can take a sell here, guys. I think I can take a sell here. I put it somewhere inside. Stop loss, I'll leave it there. 1:2. Beautiful trade, beautiful trade. So how much have we made here? 200, right? We put 200 on that trade. So 200, we're making 300, remember? So 400 plus 300. We are at $700 right now. Let's keep going. 700. We're almost back at break even where we left it. If it breaks, I'm buying, definitely. Oh, it's still pushed down. Nice. Okay. No problems. Guys, it's insanely. Okay. I think I like this area. For a sell. Let's look at this area for a sell. So this is an example of an in-trend setup. I have two main kind of setups and I have three categories of setups, right? So the two types of setups here are the extreme swing point setups and we have the in-trend setup, right? This is a downtrend and we have a setup being formed inside this downtrend. And we have the extreme swing points like this one up here. So these are the two types of setups, the only two types of setups that are existing. And we have the other setups that have been forming like ranging markets, which is like our best market conditions for us or hybrid traders. People run away from consolidation markets, markets that are noisy. But we, the hybrid traders, we are instead looking to dive into markets like that, like this one. You can see how this looks. A normal trader will be like, nah, I'm not trading this. This is noise. But for me, that's money, right? Same thing here. Consolidation, money. Consolidation, money. That's the kind of market condition we trade in. Beautiful. So we are trading the direct opposite. So we are the minimum. We are the minority here. People are not doing this. Okay. Okay. My stop loss is there, and I just believe in a few years to come, this is going to be a strategy that people come back for. Just like ICT, when he was preaching his stuff, nobody was taking him seriously. Now he's the most famous trader in the world. Okay. Now I want price to do just that. If price does not come out there and keeps dropping, then I'll delete my orders. You guys know it. You guys know how it runs. Okay, let me play this thing. Okay, so let me draw this out. I think this was a big loss right here. Okay, you guys can see here, price just came straight up and triggered our trade, and it did not even bother to move 1-to-1. It just went straight. Wait, let me check. Let me verify that. Let me verify that. No, guys, it moved 1-to-1, guys. It moved 1-to-1. Okay. This is it. This is the. Let me replay the market here for you. Let me replay the market here for you so you can see it in slow-mo. I don't know if you can see it in slow-mo. You can see this candle. Pay attention to the next candle. See what it does. It enters there and it drops, right? Boom. That's it. But that was a trade. So as it moves to 1-to-1, I have my alert. There's something called alert in this on this particular software. So I'll place my alert here. Once I feel it, once I hear it on my phone, bang, I just come here, guys. This is the 4-hour time frame, meaning it takes time for this candle to close out. So I'll come on here and I'll move my entries like this. Sorry, my stop loss to my entries. That way I'm safe on the remaining position. So now I'm waiting for the price to continue 1:2, which in this case it did not. It just continued up. So if we made 1-to-1 and we have like half of our account here, how much do we have now? $700, right? So now let's say $700, we are putting on $300 on this trade. So we just made 150, because I tell you guys, when I put money on a trade, if I say I have $300 here, I have two positions, 150 each, right? I'm dividing it by two and I open two positions. One goes to 1:1 and the other one goes to 1:2. So I've taken how much? I've taken 150 on this trade, so plus $150, where our account is now back at break even, $850. Now let's continue, guys. So this is how you scalp money out of the market. This is how you scavenge for money. You just take an opportunity to, like, capitalize on these tiny moves. Because just imagine that this one candle here just gave us $150. People will be looking for like an entire swing like this one to say, oh, I've made money. No, guy, we are here looking for candles, man. We're looking for candles. We're just looking for candles to trade. You understand? Okay. I don't even know how long this video has been going on for. I don't want it to be too long. But I want us to reach our goal before this thing ends, guys, please. So let me just stop talking too much and let's just fast forward this thing. The thing is, I like to talk with you guys so that way you know how I, reason on my reasoning, on my reason for taking trades that I take and managing them the way I manage them. So, okay, you guys can all tell that this thing has been like 2-3 weeks off my zone and there's no way I'm holding trades like that. So yeah, I deleted my order and I'm looking ahead. Keep your head up. I want to at least make it 1,000. So I won't let you guys down completely. The thing is, I don't want this thing too long. So we're at 850 now, guys. We're putting $400 on our next trade. If we lose it, then I'm ending the video. If we win it, then I would maybe have faith that we can quickly hit the 2K. If we lose it, we have to go start back up, and that's gonna make it extremely long. Okay. I was looking at this area here, but I'm not trading it, guys. Look at this. I'm not trading this area because why? I tell my students that I usually look for wicks that are looking like this. Many of them, at least 4 of them. But now here you can clearly see that it's just 3. So it does not meet my rules, and I'm very disciplined. I'm not trading it, even though it could still work out. Don't be surprised that it works out, guys. You can see that I'm a genius, man. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. If you're watching this, join my free Telegram. if you can pay for mentorship, if you can pay for stuff, for lectures, if you can pay for courses, you should. You should invest in your knowledge. You should get something working for you, man. So I just lost a bunch of capital with my Forex funds. And right now I'm just sitting and waiting for setups to form. So I feel like, what am I doing with my free time? I should entertain you guys a little. So this is a setup that I just ignored. And yeah, of course it worked. Now, if you have the right concept, you have the right ideas, you have the right um skills, it doesn't really matter. Even if you blow $1 million in capital, you always come back. So I've purchased some new funding challenges, and I haven't taken any trades yet because I haven't seen any good one yet. Let's go. And it still continue dropping. Okay, it is what it is. So normally on YouTube, they'll tell you, this is resistance, price pushed away from here really hard. Nice. Sorry, that's support. And this is resistance here, since it has a tap and a tap here. That's nice. Yeah, of course. This is a nice area. This is a nice area. And yeah, all of that. But still, nobody's able to join the 10% that is profitable. Nobody's able to pass their funded account. Nobody's able to keep their accounts. Nobody's able to make constant withdrawals with that. Everybody knows that, but nobody can make money from it. Incredible. But to me personally, I feel like there's a bunch of ways to trade this market. There's not just one way. Or not say my way to trade is the only way. No, there's a lot of ways to trade it as long as you can manage your trades. The key is to manage trades. A lot of people feel because they don't manage trades, they have high expectations, and the market does not really care about your expectations. Just be grateful. If the market pushes away from your entry in profit, man, you have to really consider that stuff. This is another example here of a trade I will not take. These candles here are not good enough. I don't like them. But instead, the market just pushed up and never came back. Yeah, of course, we tested it. Anyways, I want a good setup that I'll just round up this $800 to 1,000 and something. Okay. So I want to show you guys, maybe if I see an A plus setup, then I'll take it. So that's how I really like, if I'm like feeling, I don't feel like trading or I've reached my goals, the only way or the only reason why I'll jump back into this market, let's say I'm looking for like phase one of my account and I've already hit all the 8% that I needed, or 10%, depending on the platform you use. And maybe there is still a lot of time because I use like 4, 5, 6 days to pass these things, right? So let's say there's still a lot of time left for me to, play around before month end, or before withdrawal, before payouts. All right. I'll only take trades when I see A plus setups. If I don't see A plus setup, even B category B setups, category C setups, I ignore them. I look for just A's. That way I know, okay, I have a high chance of winning. And trust me, my A setups are insane. I've shown you guys just one example. They are very, very rare. But when you see them, you know that, okay, you're doing it. Okay, guys, I would just go ahead and I really want to end this video with just at least one more trade. Even if it's a winning or a losing trade, I think you guys get the point. You guys see how this thing works, and you guys also should, be aware of the danger and the risk involved associated with trading. Okay, don't take your savings, don't take your rent, don't take your school fee, and put it into trading because you think you have the style or the way. Okay, if you have allowances, you can use that allowance to acquire knowledge. Okay, don't use it to trade. Acquire knowledge, because that knowledge now is your resource. That knowledge is your capital. Even with $0, if you have the knowledge, there are people that can trust you with their money, right? Okay, so I'm keeping my stops around here on this particular trade. And yeah. Guys, remember, half of the account, $400. $400 on this one. $400. Let's go. Okay. The market does not care about our order. That was mean. Anyways, let's play again. I don't know how long this thing has been going for. Man. Okay. You guys see this? Anyways, I don't care about it. Let's go. This is actually a very, very interesting video right here that I just made. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Wow, it's really hard to see setups, man. Wow. Sometimes it gives you setups back to back. Sometimes it just acts like, you shouldn't trade it again for the next 1 year. Okay. I think these highs here are kind of attractive. These extremes. I think I'll take a sell here, guys. Take a sell here. Mm-hmm. This is going to be our last trade for the day. So this trade should work out, right? This trade should work out. I'm just not satisfied with $800. Okay, $100 to $800 is good, but it's not good enough. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, guys, that is it. And yeah, see you guys in my next video. See you guys in my next video. If you guys want to see more flip videos like this, you should subscribe and comment down below. Do more of this. Maybe do more flips. And yeah, so yeah, let's do it. Beautiful. I just lost it. I just blew it all up at the end. So $100, trading $100 is not advisable, guys. Please. Okay? Please. And remember, do not risk 50% of your account. Risk 1%. 1% of your account, guys. One. Okay? Always risk 1% of your account. That's the only way you can stay consistent in this market. Risk 1%. I was risking 4%. That's why I was risking 50%. That's why I go back and forth a lot. But we ended at 800 until this trade. So see you guys in my next flip video. Your boy Gislan here, and subscribe.